What's up, bud? It's Rob. This is Apparel Success. If you don't know who I am, I run a Canadian clothing company called K-Bud that's doing well into the six figures in sales, so I help clothing brands like yours get really good results. And in this video here, I'm going to share with you 5 tips for your startup clothing brand. These tips are going to be all over the place, from marketing to the way that you're running your brand to just little things that I really believe are powerful. They're things that have been on my mind lately to share with you that I really wanted to give new clothing brands so that they can get these things right out of the gate. Here it is. Apparel Success is sponsored by my buds over at BrandCrowd. BrandCrowd's a logo maker tool. You type in the name of the logo you want to have made, hit enter, thousands of logos will come up. You choose the logo that you like, you edit, design that logo as long as you want for free until it's perfect for you. This is a brand new design for my own clothing brand, and I got it made through BrandCrowd. If you're interested, head over to brandcrowd.com/apparel success, and you can get 66% off at checkout. Tip number 1 is to master paid and organic traffic for your clothing brand. Do both of those things. You don't have to only run Facebook ads for all of your sales, and you don't have to only post on TikTok to get all of your sales. You can do both of those things at the exact same time. Learning paid advertising for your brand, Facebook ads, TikTok ads, Google ads, learning how to do all of that and keep your business profitable is such a good learning experience for you as the clothing brand owner. And it's also, through doing this, going to allow you to create such a more powerful brand. Because in doing this, you're not relying on the algorithm of TikTok or Instagram to make your posts go viral in order for you to get traffic to your website. Instead, you're taking this into control. Depending on however much money you want to spend, you can get in front of however many people you want right now with paid advertising. And it all comes down to your ability to get your messaging right, to get your creatives right, to get your targeting right, and all of that's such a great learning experience. And you can do it if you spend enough time on it and you really practice. You can master that. And when you do, it's going to be such a relief for you. And then at the same time, post on TikTok, post on Instagram, get those posts going at the same time, and everything's going to roll for you. Tip number 2, and this is really subtle. When you're using social media on Instagram or TikTok, you're laying in bed, scrolling through all this stuff. Use it as an observation tool rather than just consuming for your own pleasure. So when I'm on Instagram, when I'm on TikTok and ads pop up, I'm like, what are they doing? How are they doing this? How's it designed? That looks really good. I'm going to screenshot it. You know, maybe a post is popping up on my TikTok and it's like some clothing brand and it's got like 100,000 likes on it. I'm like, what have they done here? I'm observing it like a scientist. Like, maybe I can use this formula a little bit for my own clothing brand and my own marketing strategy. Most people just get carried away on social media consuming for themselves because they're bored, it's a time waster, they're procrastinating. Instead, when you're on there, really take note of what other brands are doing. They're popping up all the time. You can learn from that. There's so much value to get out of seeing what other businesses are doing and how they're marketing their brands. And just that little perspective switch will really allow you to gain so much more data for you to use when it comes to creating your own ads and creating your own marketing strategies. Tip number 3 is to be bold. Stop trying to fit in with your brand and do the same thing that everybody else is doing. Right now, it's more important than ever for your brand to be truly different and do something out of the ordinary. Don't hold back from really pushing it, taking some creative risks with your brand. The founder of Johnny Cupcakes, Johnny something, I doubt his last name's Cupcakes, he says that every new clothing brand should have 10 things about their brand that they can clearly identify as being different from all the other brands out there. And you want to be able to really hone in on what that is about your own brand, because there's just way too many startup clothing brands popping up every single day. All of them are blending in together. Nobody's really doing anything truly different or standing out within their niche. And when you do that, it's really going to help you get attention, stand out, just give people a reason to want to support your brand and buy your brand rather than the other brand that's right next door that looks the exact same and feels the exact same as yours. Tip number 4, and this is more of a fun one, get your clothing bagged before you ship it to your customers. For the first 5 years, I never had anything bagged. Even the way it was sitting on my shelves, it was like collecting dust and it was just like not ideal. And honestly, this past year, I've had everything bagged, like in these little plastic clear bags, and they just look so crispy. It looks so clean, and I can picture my customers like opening the box and seeing like this nice clean bag that's like never been opened before, and just that whole experience is so nice. And so the tip here would be, get custom labels made for your clothing, bag your clothing if you can. Obviously, if it's your first run ever that you're doing of t-shirts for your brand, you don't have to worry about this stuff. Get some proof of sales, make sure that your idea is out there and that people are actually willing to buy it. But once you start growing a little bit, I highly recommend the custom labels route, and I highly recommend getting your stuff bagged because it looks super clean. Tip number 5, and this is mostly for new clothing brands. In the first year or two, don't worry so much about your profits and paying yourself. It's normal for your clothing brand to not make money in the first year or two. And you want your focus to be on creating the best brand possible, because by far your biggest challenge in the first year or two is going to be creating a brand that people are actually interested in, where you have people that even want to buy your brand. And if you're focused on increasing your profit margins from 20% to 40% in your first year, you're not focused on creating the best product possible. Almost all of the money that you make in those first couple of years, you want to just flip back into your brand, put into more marketing, put into more products, keep the whole thing lit, keep the whole fire going. And I think that a lot of people get caught up in making money quickly with this whole thing and worrying too much about making money right out of the gate, because that's not really realistic when it comes to building a successful brand. Did you like this kind of video where I just hammer out 5 tips for you? Because I've got way more to share with you. So let me know what you think in the comments below, if this is the type of video that you like. And I'd love to hear that from you. And if you got a lot of value out of this, please hit the like button for me. It really helps me get these videos out there. And if you haven't already, check out my free clothing brand marketing masterclass. All you have to do to get access is go to apparelsuccess.com/masterclass. You can watch the whole thing for free. And if you've made it to this point in the video, I want to tell you about the closed Facebook group that we have for Apparel Success. There's a link in the description. Follow that link, join us in the group, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.